Hi everybody. Don't mind the fan in the background. It's really hot in my bedroom and yeah, it's really hot in here, so yeah. But I'm gonna try to talk over the fan. So I just wanted to say one thing. I don't know if any of you guys noticed the other day I had posted 2 videos in one day. That was a mistake. When I posted my grocery haul, I had forgotten that I had already posted a video. So yeah, but I'm still gonna try to do videos every day, but that was just a mistake. I didn't mean to do that, but also I guess you guys could see my groceries, you guys just knew right away what I got. You didn't have to wait until like a few days later, so yeah. But anyway, today is currently August the 5th, and I think this video is going to go up today. So yeah, I did this video a while back and I wanted to redo it because I know it was kind of long, it was late at night, so I kind of had to talk quietly, and this is a hard video for me to do, and I'm going to talk about a time that I was sexually assaulted. So the guy that did it, I'm not going to say his name, but okay. So I guess I'll just get right into it. And okay, so the guy that did this to me, we were really good friends. Actually, we met when I went to school, and he worked, I don't want to say the company where he worked at, but he worked at a company that was near my school, and Access Link, that's the name of the paratransit that we use here. So paratransit they don't go to his company. So what he did was he went to my college, and then he got a ride from there to work. And then he got a ride back, he had somebody from his work bring him back to the college, and then he would go home on paratransit. So we met that way. So one day we just happened to be riding together, and we were just talking, and we exchanged contact information, we exchanged screen names, because back then I was still using AIM, and not as much, but I was still using it like every now and then I was using we exchanged phone numbers and all that. So we were talking, and we were friends for a long time, about 3 years. So we would text each other like in the morning. It was like a routine. We would text each other like when I had school and I was up early and he was on his way to work, we would text each other, and we would talk on the phone. We would ride on the bus together sometimes. So we had a good friendship. So yeah, but one day, this was actually at the end of 2013. This was actually in like the middle of December. December 17th was when this happened, actually. So we were riding together. We were riding home together, and because sometimes like I said, we would ride together. So we were riding together, and I was getting dropped off first because he lived farther away from me. So I got on the bus, and he said, "Oh, do you want me to sit next to you? Why don't you come sit next to me?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." And I only thought, I wanted to sit next to him because, so we could chit chat, and so it's easier for us to hear each other, so I don't have to have my head facing the back of the bus the whole time. So that way it's easier for us to just chit chat with each other. So that was why I wanted to sit next to him. I didn't see I didn't think he was going to do anything. I just wanted to sit next, just to chit chat. So I get on the bus, and he starts like touching me. He starts like, first of all, my hands were cold, so he was like touching my hands and warming up my hands, and then he was doing all this stuff. Like he would unzippered my jacket. Like by the time I got off the bus, my jacket was like off. So he was like touching me the wrong way. He was touching my bare breasts. He was sticking his hand down my pants. He was saying things like, "Come already," and he was like just touching me the wrong way. And I tried to push him away because we were on the bus, so it wasn't like I could just get up and say, "Okay, I'm walking away." So I tried to like push his arm away, tell him like, "No, stop," and he didn't stop. He would not stop. So I was giggling. And not because thought it was funny. I was giggling because it was just like a reaction. I was just like stunned. It was just like a reaction. I didn't really know how to react. And I don't know if you guys know this, but when we're in situations like that, our bodies are trained to react in ways that we wouldn't normally react. Like, our bodies are trained to kind of just like react. So giggling, I guess, was like my reaction, because like I was on the bus, I didn't know what, like, obviously I couldn't walk away, I couldn't like do anything, we were moving, so it wasn't like I could just like get up and sit somewhere else or walk away. So I get home, and I was in the bus for a half an hour, and he was doing this the whole entire time I was on the bus, because I lived a half an hour from where I went to college at the time. So I get home, and then I have another friend who called me, and he and I are really good friends. And when I talked to him, because I was just like just listening to music, just doing whatever. So when I talked to him, he knew, like, I just said hello and I answered the phone, and he knew that I did not sound myself. Like, he knew something was wrong right away, even when I said hello when I answered the phone. And I obviously right away told him what was going on before he could say anything. And, you know, he was really upset, and I was really upset, and I actually reported him. So I had a detective come to my house. They actually contacted paratransit because they wanted to talk to the driver to see what happened. So the driver basically said, oh, she was giggling and stuff. But like I said, he didn't understand why I was giggling. He just, I was just thought it was funny, I guess. But the driver, like, you know, they talked to the driver, and they had to ask me a bunch of questions. I had to go to the police station to fill out a report. So there was a whole bunch of stuff that I had to do. And we actually I took him to court. We went to court, and he had gotten a letter in the mail, I guess, and he had to go to court. And he actually had to pay a fine. I actually let him off easy, because I could have went further and made it like show up on his criminal record, but I didn't. I guess like because he just paid a fine, so hopefully that was enough for him to learn. But he pled guilty, which was good. He admitted it. So that was a good thing. I think only because he knew that there were cameras on the buses, but yeah. But I don't think he knew that the cameras worked, but that's beside the point. But he did admit it. He pled guilty, and he was ordered by the court not to be on Access Link with me anymore. So basically, there was one time where he was on the bus with me, and it just happened that way, and I was just like really quiet. I was quiet like a church mouse, but that should not have happened. But obviously, like, he didn't know I was on the bus. I told the driver, I was like, oh, we had an incident on the bus. I didn't feel comfortable just like yelling out, oh, he sexually assaulted me, and he was ordered by the court to stay away from me. So the driver just called his dispatch, and they said, well, it's a shared ride. So he just had us sit, like, he didn't have him sit near me. And then when it was my stop, because I got off first, so he just said passenger 1 instead of saying my name, so he didn't know it was on the bus. And like, I was listening to my music. I was being really quiet when my phone actually rang at one point. I didn't even answer because I had to be quiet like a church mouse. So yeah, so it was really awkward. But as you guys have guessed, probably have guessed by now, so no, we are no longer friends, obviously. I had blocked his number everywhere. I blocked him on Facebook, Twitter, social media. I blocked his number. So yeah, we're not friends anymore, and that's basically what happened. So yeah, so I'm gonna go. If any of you guys, I'm open to questions, so if any of you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them down below, and I will answer them when I can, or I'll reply to you guys, or so yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna go, and I should have this video up today because I didn't have a video planned, and I had this video pre-recorded, but like I said, I wanted to redo it because was late at night. I was kind of tired. I had to talk quietly. I was like, yeah, so I wanted to redo it. So yeah, but I'm going to go now, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. All right, bye guys.